Hola, I'm Ari Feliciano from Old Rifle 1898, and this is my submission for the 2025 Cabin Fever Challenge from the Tropics. I'll be using my Remington rolling block for the category 4. So stay tuned for the final results at the end of the video. The Remington rolling block is a single-shot rifle that was designed at the end of the American Civil War back in the 1864-65. It went through different calibers and action configuration, but it mainly stayed to a basic design. And the one that I'm using is number 5 configuration, which is in 7mm Mauser. This unit was built between 1902 till 1910s. The ammunition that I was using was PPU, but it was an old ammunition. It had more than 10 years. And the humidity in the island is very high, so even I try to keep it in sealed containers, it doesn't work that well all the time, and that's why I have these misfires. I have a couple of them throughout the competition. The uniform that I'm wearing is the one from the Spanish forces during the Spanish-American War of 1898, and it was also worn by the volunteers, Puerto Rican volunteers attached to the Spanish forces in Puerto Rico. The Puerto Rican volunteers were the first ones to attack the landing forces of the Americans in the Bay of Guanica, the 25th of July. The volunteers were using the Remington rolling block in 43 Spanish black powder ammo. The regular Spanish army was using the Mauser model 1893 in 7mm Mauser smokeless powder, and that was the best military rifle that any nation could get at that moment. Another misfire there. I'm scrambling for a new round, and I keep fighting. During the first year of the World War I, the French army lost so many rifles so fast that their production couldn't keep up, and they ended up buying Remington rolling blocks chambered in 8mm Lebel for their rear line troops. Another misfire there, and trying again to make the shot. That was the last shot of the kneeling position. Now you can see the ammo retrieving voice activated system working really good. Over 30 nations adopted the Remington rolling block, but not the USA, and it was widely used in Latin America, in the Middle East, and the Nordic countries. In fact, the Remington rolling block was produced under license in Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and also Spain. The rifle that I'm using is actually a carbine. These carbines, chambered in 7mm Mauser, were widely used by the rurales in Mexico. The rurales were a heavily armed police force used by dictator Porfirio Diaz to force his will on the Mexican countryside. These same carbines were used to topple down Porfirio Diaz during the 1910 Mexican Revolution. The voice-activated ammo retrieving system works really good at this range. On the sitting position, you will notice that I put my right foot under my left leg in order to raise my knee, and my elbow is resting over my leg's muscle and not directly over my knee. That's because the elbow against the knee will wobble a lot more than the elbow resting over the muscle. The purpose of the cabin fever challenge is to get out and shoot, and that's what happened to me. I have been out of the range for quite a few months, but this forced me to go back and try new things. This it was the first time that I take this rifle to range, and I had a lot of fun with it. So I want to thank Rifle Share for having this competition each year, and also all the other YouTubers that are making this a reality. And here are the results. I had 1, 2, 3, 4 shots in the black. I had 11 in the cardboard, and I'm still looking for 5 more that are missing. 4 shots in 7 minutes give me 4 points for this 2025 challenge, cabin fever challenge. I would like to thank the Lajas Shooting Club and their staff for letting me do this video on their site. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.